Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Greg Jones with Engine Builder. Today we are in Pomona, California, checking out Engines R Us Pros right behind me here. We're gonna be talking with one of the owners, Ignacio Castro. It's a family-owned shop here. These guys do a little bit of everything when it comes to their engine work, but it's primarily for everyday passenger cars, street car stuff. So let's go check out what they do. Come on.
No shortcuts, no substitutes, no compromises. Great racers and engine builders choose Driven Racing Oil.
All right, guys, so here we are inside Engines R Us Pros, and I'm joined by one of the owners, Ignacio.
Hi.
Ignacio, pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
hey,
too.
Guys.
Thanks so much for giving us some time and letting us check out what you guys do here, because it sounds like it's a lot of really cool stuff, and you guys get into a little bit of everything. So we're here in the front lobby. So before we walk back, if you could, just tell the folks a little bit about the shop, about yourself, how you guys got into this business.
Sure. So this is a family business. My dad started this about 20-something years ago.
Okay.
First year he was in 45 Rio Rancho Road, a few miles from here, very close. And then after the first year there, he moved here, and he's been here since then.
Awesome.
We've always just strictly rebuilt engines here, whether it be for the local shops. They bring us their engines, their cylinder heads, or even for a while we would do work for USPS and also for the local police station.
Okay, it's almost kind of like some fleet type work too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't do any performance work. It's just everyday vehicles mostly.
Yeah. Do you get like dealership work? Do you get anything
Not
from
often.
dealerships? Okay.
Not often. We do get work from a local Kia shop, but we tend to stay away from dealerships.
Okay. Yeah, so you're doing stuff more for other shops.
Yeah,
that
for
need
other
machine work?
shops and people walking in.
Yeah.
With their vehicles,
Excellent.
some of them can do the work themselves, where they remove the engine, or they want us to do the whole thing. They bring us the whole vehicle here.
Okay, and you guys will do all that
Yep.
stuff. Awesome, awesome. So Ignacio, before we start walking around and going to see the shop, just kind of paint a picture. How many full-time employees do you guys have, and about how much square feet, if you happen to know that.
Square feet? No, I think it's 6,000 square feet.
Okay.
But I might be wrong.
Thereabouts, right?
Yeah, about. Employees, I never counted. Let's say 8. I think we're a total of 8.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
All right. And then, this guy behind us here, I can't leave the room without just kind of appreciating what you guys did here with some different engine parts and whatnot. How long has this been here?
About 8 years or so.
Okay.
It's been a few years. Don Quixote.
Nice.
So.
Very good. And was this a team effort or just one guy in the shop did it?
It was mostly one guy who did
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Nice.
Bit of help here and there from everyone else, but mostly one guy.
Yeah. Very cool. That's a nice piece to the front lobby here.
Yes, yeah. A lot of people like it.
Yeah.
We say we charge you $1 per picture. So.
So this is like $50?
Yeah.
Driven Racing Oil's GP1 Nitro 70. Trusted by top engine builders, winning racers, and devoted horsepower enthusiasts across the world. Driven takes legendary base oils, such as the ones from Brantford, Pennsylvania, which comprise our GP1 line. Then, we boost that superior base oil with state-of-the-art additive packages. Driven's GP1 Nitro 70 not only provides anti-wear protection, but can shield cylinders from washout and fuel dilution caused by methanol or nitro-based fuels. Learn more about Driven Racing Oil by following us on Facebook or Instagram at Driven Racing Oil, or shop now at drivenracingoil.com.
All right. Well, Ignacio, with that, I'll turn it over to you, and we'll follow along and ask some questions as we go, all right?
Come on in. So, forgive all the mess. I honestly, I forgot you guys were coming. But yeah, this is the boring machine here where we, make the cylinders bigger so you can put bigger pistons. So this is a tour I normally give to customers when they come in. After here, we hold them there, These are some of the blocks that we're working on. Crankshafts are grinded there.
So you guys still do some crankshaft grinding? Huh?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Is that a big thing that you guys do? You get a lot of work?
No, actually, no.
Okay.
We try not to.
Yeah.
Because, actually, I don't know why, but we don't.
Well, it's
that part,
something that a lot of shops don't
have.
do at all.
Right, yeah.
So it's cool that you guys will still do it on occasion.
Right, yes.
And have the machine and the ability to do it. That's neat.
Sorry about the mess again.
Yeah, all good. You guys are
But
working shop.
So yeah, we surface cylinder heads here or deck the blocks as well.
Very good.
So this is just normal. This is where we put the cylinder heads for our customers. This shelf here is for internal work that we're doing for either long blocks or engines that we're installing.
Okay.
And these here are for cylinder heads that came in from the outside. So the owner themselves of the vehicle or a mechanic would remove them and then just bring it to us.
Yeah. So yeah, you can already see some of the variety of
Yeah,
engines you guys
so
are getting
yeah,
into.
Chevy 6.2, 350s. This here is just a surface.
Yeah.
But yeah, Toyota 2.4, Dodge. So whatever comes in through the door. pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Sometimes Audis, whatever.
Yeah. Very cool. And do you tend to do a lot of more local work, or do you get stuff from a pretty vast
No,
area?
normally local work. Recently we did start selling online.
Yeah.
So that's new to us.
Okay.
So yeah, we're still working the ins and outs for that, but I think we got it for the most part.
Yeah.
We don't, when we sell online, we don't ask for cores, just because we notice it can be a huge pain.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's our hot tank there. That's where we clean the parts.
Okay.
Pressure testing over there in the corner. And this is where we disassemble all the engines. that
Okay.
Come in.
This is kind of your dirty
Yeah.
/ clean area.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that. That Impala there belongs to the owner.
Okay.
We're doing a conversion of brakes.
Nice.
We normally don't do this type of work here, but it's the owner. We kind of had to say yes.
Yeah. That's neat. What year is it?
64
Okay.
Chevy Impala.
Yeah, nice.
Right now has a 327 engine. Eventually we'll do an LS swap on it.
Okay.
We've never done an LS swap, so this will be a first for us.
Okay, nice.
So
But yeah,
it's a
then
good car to experiment
you
on.
mentioned the
Yes. The US.
the postal service. You guys
Yeah,
will
that one's
do
been
some
here a
work?
little while because they can't find the right head.
Okay.
Their original head was cracked. We offered to, actually we have one, but they didn't want to purchase it. So we're just waiting for them to find it themselves, or I guess to
Make a decision.
finally,
Yeah.
finally authorize it.
Gotcha.
It's been here a few months. That's why it's all the stuff in the bottom.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very good.
Um,
So how many? Looks like you got
How
kind
many
of like
ba- how
four
many-
four bays that you
yeah,
guys
and
will
then
work
more
with
next door too.
Okay.
You guys want to go there?
Yeah.
Just be careful with this car.
You guys got a lot of parts. You
Parts?
guys able to pull from and stuff.
Yes.
right?
Oh yeah, a lot of. We can go back there if you want. But
Okay.
we'll show you all the. Careful again. Yeah, just a lot of cars here. Not much space right now. Waiting for some cars to be picked up, but yeah, this is normally where they wait.
Okay. Very good.
I'm not sure what to show you here, to be honest. But there's more room in the back too, more lifts in the back.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
How many cars will you guys typically, have here at any one time?
I don't know. I'm not sure. So let's say 20.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. Keeps you busy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always something to do.
And then Ignacio, in terms of the engine work, between just machining jobs, I don't know how many complete engines you guys will kind of rebuild or whatnot, but how many jobs do you think you get through in a given year?
Oh, that.
Or is that just like
no, I
impossible
don't know.
to guess? Yeah.
How many? I can tell you how many installations we can do
Yeah.
a week. It's usually between 2 to 3.
Okay.
Plus whatever long blocks we have to do.
Okay.
And I've never counted how many cylinder heads we do per week. So
yeah, it's probably hard to
don't
keep
know.
up.
I've never bothered to count. I don't know.
Gotcha. You said we could look at some of the extra parts that you guys had.
Oh, yeah.
You had
Sure.
a pretty good parts shelf back here.
So as you see, we have just cores everywhere.
Yeah.
If someone's engine, if their core might not be any good, so we can source them from here.
Yeah.
We have more back here. We have several machines that we purchased from a machine shop that closed down
Okay.
a couple years ago, and we've yet to install them for ourselves.
Okay.
So they're just sitting there. We're gonna build more racks eventually, but these are just some engines that we have. Just the cores. More here. There's 2 more racks in behind this one.
And now, will people? You mentioned you're getting into the online business.
Yes.
So will people pick up cores from you guys, or do you guys keep that just for your own purposes?
We keep this for ourselves. So eventually we will. We do want to. So right now we're only selling online, only cylinder heads.
Okay.
Eventually we do want to get into selling complete engines, but we're just not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is where we would get parts from them. This is our own little guest junkyard, you can say, in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just to keep going, keep everything going.
Yeah.
We don't have to stop for very long.
Very good.
Like those heads there with the pallet jack.
Yep.
Those are all either cracked or I mean they're scrap at this point.
Okay. I noticed back up front you guys had a good amount of stuff over in the corner there.
Where? Oh, here?
Yeah, just back on the other side over here.
Yeah. Hello. Yes, just again, same as before, just cores here. We've never kept track of what we have of our inventory.
Yeah.
Until very recently, we started looking
Going
through
through it all.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure that's a process.
yeah, it's a process, and it's also very nice to figure out. Oh, look, it's. I remember looking for this before. It's right here.
Yeah. And you got some camshafts.
Yes.
Various things.
And rocker arms on top. I think they're all for Hemis.
Anything over in this other
No, I don't think
side
so.
worth seeing?
Just a few crankshafts that we have in stock. And that's our cylinder head room where all
Okay.
the valve jobs are done.
Yeah. Nice. You guys definitely do a lot of cylinder head work.
Yes, yes, we did.
It's got to be the bulk of the business, huh?
It's what we do most often, but mostly engine work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a new thing. It's a new website for us. We're still working on it, but it's called enginesrusonline.com. If you guys want to check it out or give us pointers, let us know.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Ignacio, yeah, we really appreciate the time. It's cool to see through the shop here. You guys are doing something a little bit different. You know,
Sure.
we're used to some of the more high performance shops. So it's cool to see you guys doing stuff just for the everyday passenger cars and people on the street. And keeping them going. So it's neat to see.
Yeah.
So, guys, we hope you enjoyed this shop tour. Make sure you guys are checking out everything that Ignacio and his team here at Engines R Us Pros are doing. Like he said, he's got that new online shop going, so check that out. And as always, make sure you're checking out enginebuildermag.com for more awesome engine content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.